Hi, I'm Jonathan,
Hi, I'm Haley.
and today we're talking about our reading goals for the year ahead.
2019. I think that we've done pretty well on our goals for 2018.
Yeah,
Um, I didn't technically succeed at my big goal, but I feel good about the progress I made, and I read a ton of books. So,
yeah, I actually think I met all my goals, though the book count was set pretty conservatively to start with. I had to up it a few times throughout the year, and I think I'm current on all of my Goodreads reviews for the books I read this year. I'd have to check.
I mean, regardless, you definitely improved upon the number you reviewed because you reviewed a lot of them.
Yes, and I actually reviewed any, which is big progress for me. So, what are your goals for the year ahead?
I am definitely not. Last year I did reading back on my list, and I don't want to do that again. Reading down my to read list because I had a lot of disappointments, and I think I need to think more critically and prune even more before I do that again. So I'm gonna do the Book Riot Read Harder challenge, which I've done before. There are 24 objectives this year. I'm only gonna do 20. I'm gonna give myself 4 freebies. I don't know which ones I'm going to pick yet because there's 6 that I really kind of don't want to do. So, it could be any of them. I probably won't read a manga. I don't like reading manga. It's very hard for me to get the page structure. It's not that it's bad, I just have a hard time reading it. I'm going to do that, and instead of setting my goal at 25, like I usually do, I'm going to set it at 50 because last year, or rather, still this year technically, I read 65 books, 65, 66, and that's a lot. So I feel like I need to up it to keep it challenging.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do 50.
Okay. I think this year or this coming year. So last year, I believe, or this year technically still, but 2018, I believe my initial reading goal was 24, and I ended up hitting 35 by the end. So I think that for 2019, I'm going to try upping that by 1 to 36, which is 3 books a month. That's pretty aggressive for me. I definitely think I could hit that. It just kind of depends on what I'm reading, because I had a few challenging books in 2018 that just really slowed me down.
Okay, and let's be clear. If you counted audiobooks, especially reread audiobooks,
oh, if we count rereads, it's so much higher. But yeah, and maybe I will count rereads. We'll see how that goes. I had a long, just kind of dry spell of sort of just wanting to use my free time for other things than reading, much as I love reading. But yeah, so I think that's an achievable goal, though, that is aggressive but manageable. I'm going to continue to repeat my goal of actually reviewing stuff, because I don't do that very naturally, and I've enjoyed doing it. Some at least, it's kind of forced me to be a little bit more introspective about what I'm reading. And for something to kind of mix it up a little bit, I've also enjoyed expanding my range a little bit. So if you are willing, I think what I want to do is some of my favorite books from 2018 were from our picking each other's TBR challenges. So I think that I want to set myself a goal of read at least 3 books that you pick for me or something like that.
Yay! Well, we could totally do another swapping TBRs thing. That was fun.
Definitely.
So.
And you always influence my TBR just by what we talk about and stuff like that.
We do,
but I just mean pick me a book and I will read it. Because they weren't all slam dunks, but they were all interesting, and some of them were on my faves of 2018 list. So I definitely think that's the thing. And I think that actually.
Well, I do. One thing I do want to go back and say, audiobooks totally count as reading. That is not what I meant by saying that a minute ago. I just meant that he listens to them to fall asleep, and I don't think he counts that in his reading total.
No, I do not. And also, audiobooks are never first reads for me. I always, or almost always, read the printed version, or I mean the text version first.
And I did count rereads in my reading count.
Didn't you do like a challenge of like a month of rereads?
I did. I read 13 rereads this year.
I didn't do a lot of rereads this year, not counting audiobooks, but audiobooks for me are like I just cycle through Terry Pratchett's Discworld over and over again as my, like comfort media at bedtime and on my way to work in the morning, and occasionally I'll have something more like serious going on my, usually honestly only on my commute home from work. But anyways, I don't tend to.
I just wanted to make sure I put that correction out there because
oh yeah,
I know
we're not
a lot
judging
of
people who
read audiobooks like explicitly, and I know not everybody likes to call it reading, but it's definitely consuming literature regardless of how you want to.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like if you want to use a different verb than reading, whatever, but it's still books that you consumed, and I would totally count it towards that list. I just wasn't counting rereads because I'm like, I've gone through the entire Discworld series like 40 times at this point.
And other than that, the only thing I want to say is I also have some like goals for filming, which is I really want to put out 3 videos every month. I know that's not a lot, but I want to put out at least that many. I really have a stretch goal of 5. But if we could get 3 a month, I'd be really happy, and we're going to try to do that.
Yeah,
we did it most of the year until the fall when we had some health complications, and I think we can do that.
Yeah.
So, hopefully you will be seeing more of our faces.
That is the plan. Well, is that everything?
Yep.
Well, in that case, if you want to see more of our faces, go down, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and we would love to hear from you guys what your goals for the next year are. So leave us a comment, and we'll get back to you, and we'll see you guys again next time.
Bye.
Bye.